All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are in the world. Today's lesson is going to be Monday's range. All right, so I've talked about this before, okay? We are starting to form Monday's range. Okay, here's our low, here's our high. We have, 3 more hours until our new daily candle closes and then opens. So I'm going to have to say that this high is going to be good, and then this low also is going to be good. So what's the play? What is the range? What's the play? What's the trade? So I've gone back and taken a look at previous ranges, okay? And so last week, okay, here's our Monday low. It was pretty close to the weekly open, okay, here and here. So we opened for a new day roughly right around here, okay. We dumped a little bit and then found some legs. This did not take the low here, okay. So now we're trying to establish a high, okay. Here's our high, because we are in, so we did the high, just after New York open, 8:30 in the morning, my time, and then we kind of traveled down a little bit towards the mid range of the range, and then made our way back up. Okay, so here, where we're at now, so let's see, close. Daily close was back over in here. Okay, yeah. So after Monday's close, we made our way back up and took Monday's high, okay? First thing we did was come up and take Monday's high. Now, what we can do is we're going to have our mid-range, okay, like we do over here, okay, Monday mid. It's not over here because I haven't drawn it out yet, but I was going to go ahead and do that when I was on video with you guys. So here's our mid-range. Okay. So for me, the way that I'm going to trade this is it's a range play, and when we get to the mid-range, I'm going to TP. So that's going to be my TP1. Okay. Stop down here, stop to break even. Then and by then it's a free trade. Okay. If you guys want to take total profit here, if we see it that it's completely going against us, then we go ahead and get out of the trade. However you guys want to manage the trade. But the way it is for me, and what I'm going to do, because I'm taking profit here at the mid range, simply because this is what happens if you don't. Okay. There are people out there that go, nope, I'm not doing shit until we hit, go in full. Well, you're going to get stopped out here. You're going to lose money. And that's not what we're here to do. So what I found is the mid-range is a great spot to take profit. That gives us a guaranteed trade. Okay. Then once we get back in the range, get back in the trade. Okay. Obviously we weren't able to really get much in here. Now, if we go to the really super duper low time frames, we probably had some entry with some stop capabilities. Okay. Yeah, not really. Not really. You would almost had to just, fuck it. If it's YOLO, get in and pray. So what it did here, boom, get in, 83,940, 82,600. All right. So that's a $1,300 swing. That's a $1,300 trade. So you get in, you can put your stop up here, or you can put it here. And let's go ahead and do here to there. That's still a 2.5 risk to reward. Okay. Not bad. Not bad for a quickie trade. And this was in like 308. So a couple hours, piece of cake. Did it again. Came up and tapped the high here. Okay. Tapped the high. And now this one played out actually, but it took a while. Okay. It took a while. TP here, and then boom, look what happened. Came up, back tested our mid range, and then boom, take profit. Complete the trade. Okay. Now from here, you could re-enter and make another range play all the way back up to the top of the range. Now, what I've been told about this is it's best to take the trade earlier on in the week. Okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it doesn't work out that well, but here it didn't. Okay. So the trade from entry to the midpoint here, it says 12.5. And then this one here was 24.7. Okay. Actually, it's going to be a little less because you're going to take it at right there. 23 to 1 and 12.8 to 1 on this risk reward. Not bad. Okay. Not bad for a trade. And then do the same thing here. Okay. Boom. Wait for it to get back in the range. And then this one actually worked out here. Take profit. I mean, there's all kinds of trade, and there's no indicators here. There's no VWAP. There's no daily open. There's no market cipher. There is nothing to do except push the button. And that's it. Push the button and wait to collect your funds. Okay. Next, we're going back in time to this range here. Okay, here's our low, here's our high. So daily open was right around here. Okay, came up, came down. Here's our low, here's our high. Okay, Monday, New York open gave us a nice high. Wait. Guess what? We didn't have a trade. Sometimes they don't work out. There's no trade here. Okay, week before that, Monday's low. Okay, Sunday, let's go to Sunday open. Daily open was right around here, I want to say. Real close, yeah, so daily open right here, real close to the low. Coming up, kind of going sideways. Here's our low, here's our high. Okay, we took the high. We took the low. Didn't get to the mid-range of this one. Where is my parallel channel? There we go. So we're going to go like this. All right, took the low. We didn't get to our mid-range, stopped out. Next trade, because we're not giving up. Boom, come up, get back in. You can get in here or you can get in here. We do a long. We're going to go, let's just do something like, oh, you need to turn that off. Let's do something like this. Here to here. That is a 6-to-1. And then, let's see if this is going to work. Nope. I'm not sure what the copy is. Is it command? There we go. Command on the keyboard of the Mac. I'm used to a PC and doing that shit. Boom. That one is 12-to-1, 11.8. So it's basically double. Duh. Okay. And then this one ran. You TP'd here, and then let it run. Final is here. So what we can do is we can open, let's say a 1 Bitcoin position. Okay, just for the hell of it. 1 BTC, round up. Or 3 Bitcoin. You know, if we're going to TP 3 times, here's 1. So open it up here. Here's 1 TP, 2 TP, And then the third, you just let it run until you're super duper excited about your, your entry. This one actually went like 25 to 1. So there's that. However you guys want to do it. If you want to open the trade and TP here, final TP, that's fine. That's completely fine. Next one. One of these worked out really well, and I want to say it's this one here. So I'm going to draw my parallel channel again here so we can get our midpoint. Low, here's our high. We got the high first. Okay, here's our low. Take the low, come right on back up. We hit the midpoint. Okay. Wherever you want to put the stop. 3.8 to 1. And this one's going to be about 7.8 to 1, 7.73. There you go. Okay. Boom. TP. Final TP. Open a short. Hedge along. If you're still in it, come back. Same thing. $6.8, same as it down here. Why is that 6.8 and this is 3.8? It's a different stop, I guess, but 482, that was 862, so that's why your stop is a little bit further down here than it is here. Came back on you here, TP, and then do what you want to do here. If you see it coming back, you're like, oh shit, you get out of the trade again, boom. You see it, want to get back in the trade again, you're more than welcome to do that. I'd have gotten in here and put my stop here for an even better risk to reward. Take profit. 1. So you essentially, in this entire range, this entire Monday range, you had 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. 4 trades, and this range was 77.5, let's say, to 84.1. Wow. That's like an $7,500 range. Fantastic. Okay, there's that one. The 3-minute didn't let me go as far back, did it? Okay. Now here's this range here. 94.4 to 85. That's a big range. So we're going to pull our, in a range that big, it's tough to be able to take a higher or low. And so here's our mid-range. Get back in the range, fall out of it, get back in the range. And I believe this one was a decent, see my stop here. Let's put that in there because I got to move this around. Really, that's a big stop. So I'm not super duper excited about that. That's a huge stop. Okay, $3,000 stop. I am not going to. That's not for me. So what we could do is enter on this and on a possible lower time frame. But for me, I'm more of like a $350 stop guy, 400. So I'm going to put it at 400 and then let's go up to the midpoint. Okay. And that is a 10-to-1 trade. You could make it a little bigger and go a $600-700, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. 3-to-1 if you're like set on a 3 RR, or you know, you want to bring your stop all the way down here, which is fucking insane for me, but no. That's a, you know, $300 stop. That's a 14.5 risk to reward. 85 150 to 89. That's 9,000. It's $8,000. TP. Okay, let it roll, let it run. If there's other things you want to see, other indicators that you're rolling with that's bearish, oh, I'm going to get bearish. It's getting bearish, and you close the trade wherever you feel like you want to close the trade, go for it. You're up already. Okay, and then here's boom, number 2, same thing, same play. Comes down, hits the range, low. Back up, same thing, same as here. Next. This one didn't work. Here's our high. Here's our low, and then we just kept going. So that didn't work, okay, which is okay. Sometimes they don't work. Maybe we're already in a trade from coming out of the weekend here. See the weekend, you know, and we get daily open Monday, and boom, we're already in a trade. We don't need, you know, we could be in 2 separate trades. We could be in this one, and then if we see Monday's range start forming, be in that one and manage this. Doesn't mean we don't have to be in a trade. Okay, this rate, just this range didn't work. Next. I mean, we're going back. I went all the way back to February here. Okay, here's our high. Here's our low. Mid-range came, took the low. Boom. Midpoint. What was this? RR. It gave us a nice entry here. Stop below the low. $5.3. Not bad. Come back. Not happening. Okay, this didn't happen at all. But you know, get in. Put your stop below this low. Let's see what I would have done. I probably, like I said, I would have done like a $300 stop. Get in. Still would have been good. Okay, $300 stop. Didn't get you still. Good to go. Mid-range trade. TP1. And then you're still getting a full range trade here. Right there. 6-to-1. Stop us here still. 281, 291, $300, 3.13, 6.13, and then you let it run. Okay, TP1, TP2, TP3. I hadn't done anything else prior to that. So that's the way it's going to work. That's the range, Monday's range. And that's the way I'm going to play it. Now, no bias, no indicators, just a range. And that's it. Let's see what happens this week. I am going to concentrate on Monday range. Monday range this week for me is going to be Monday range. Now, I think, you know, don't have any bias. It is what it is. If it comes and takes the high first, wait till it comes back in. Here's our mid. Get in. TP1, TP2. Let it run. TP3, wherever that is. Same thing for the low. Are we going to take the low first or the high first? I don't know. It'll be interesting. So, no bias. Anybody wants the indicator. Key levels, Spaceman BTC IDWM. There you go.